Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fat Guy Productions. I am Paul, coming to you as always from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And I actually started this project last year. It's only the 6th today, so that big whoop. But what I mean by that is I started working on decals, and I'll show you that process here in a second. But this is the Army Funny Car Blackwall Hot Wheel. We're going to see if we can make it cool. So let's get to work. This is not my preferred way to do this. Okay, this just isn't. In fact, I hate doing it this way. I know you hear my 3D printer going in the background. I'm printing something really cool. I'll show it to you at a different time and place. But I was just in there. I had the door closed to muffle it, and I forgot to close it after I went and got the tape, because that's where the tape sits. So I'm going to get up after I get this tape on. I'm going to close it again, just to help keep the audio cleaner. You're probably still going to hear it. I'm sorry. Okay, there. So let me get my paper plate out. See, it's not a big deal to get it real good in here. But, you know, anything worth doing is worth doing right. All right. There we go. We'll let that sit. And then while this is sitting, we can turn our attention to the new decals. All right. Let's take a look. See what we got. All right, we got work to do. So, all right, it's got a nice white finish on it. And what I'm doing, check this out. This is called making things work. You've all seen decal trays. Well, what I'm doing is I'm taking an old paint box, a different paint box, and I'm going to use it as a decal tray, because I have a new paint box. So I thought I'd give this a shot. It seems to be working just fine. All right, let's put these decals on and see what they look like. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. works. That works. That works. Okay, so where are we at? Clear coat. We're gonna get some clear coat on this sucker. And I gotta tell you that this idea of using this plastic wrap around the underside of the funny car worked really well for the paint and stuff. I got a little bit on the ends of the axles. I'll just scrape that off, but this worked really, really nicely in terms of getting everything covered. Okay, I'll cut away the excess. Now the car, because so far I've just used Tamiya white and Tamiya primer and then decals. It was easy to get this nice and dry. So everything is feeling pretty good, looking really nice, and ready for clear coat. Okay, so it's coming out amazing. It really is. Look at that. That's just beautiful. That shine, everything. This is going to come out way better than I had anticipated. I am having an issue, though. Because these were passed through wheels on here, I'm concerned about how everything's going to fit. So I might have to shorten the axle. And sadly enough, I have these. Look at these. Look at these. These are giant rear wheels, deep dish. From Brightvision, Redlines. This is going to look so sweet if I could pull this off, but I'm concerned. I'm concerned that those are sticking out way too far. And then I'm toying with the idea of using the tiniest, littlest wheels as you really would find on this car. But also, see, well, I guess it doesn't hinder the opening. That looks pretty slick. Okay, so it's really not a win or lose type deal. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put them on like this. If it doesn't look good or it's a problem, then I can just remove one wheel and trim the axle down. So that's the plan. That's the plan, Kukla Fran. Now, if you're new to the channel, maybe you haven't heard about these hot swap hubs yet. Best thing since sliced cheese, folks. Best thing since sliced cheese. They'll... Okay, sorry about the interruption here. New project for you guys. I think I know what it is, but I don't know. So, where were we before I was so rudely interrupted? I was telling you about the hot swap hubs. What these do is they allow you to replace other kinds of wheels with hub style wheels. And it makes a lot of this stuff so much easier. So much easier. Oh yeah, these things are great. It can be a little tricky to put on. What I do is I pinch it. Let's see if you can see that real good. Okay. Oh, I dropped it. Here, let me get it in the pliers. Okay, I got a little pair of needle nose pliers. And I grab it by halfway on the back end. Okay, can you see that? See, I grab it that way and leave the gap open. And you gotta squeeze, boy. You gotta squeeze. If you don't squeeze, you're gonna have a hard time. It's gonna pivot and stuff. You gotta really bear down on it. And all I do is just get it on far enough that I can then click it on with my finger. Okay? That's all there is to it. But man, if you don't have a stash of these, and now you can buy black walls. So even if you're restoring a black wall casting, these are just brilliant. Look at that. It affirmatively clicks on there. Affirmatively? I are intelligent. Here, let me turn this down. I don't know what's going on. My lighting is terrible today. Yeah, I don't know. I suck. I apologize. I'm so out of sync with everything from, you know, I just am. I'm just out. You know, I don't need to keep dwelling on Lucky and then the move. And all right. So that's not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, so let's stick these on here. Now, see, the top has got to be partially closed. That looks so cool. That looks so cool. The tires do limit the travel. Okay, got the backs on. And now the fronts. Looks amazing. Now, I'm going to finish it this way, and I'm going to let you be the judge. And you're going to tell me if you think I need to make an adjustment. I think it looks pretty nits and tipples. The front wheels don't roll because they're on the ground. But I don't know if I want to change that, okay? So I'm gonna leave it this way. I'm gonna leave it this way. And then I'm gonna let you put in the comments whether I should change it, and if I should, then we'll just come back after I change it and take some pictures and show them to you in the stream. Okay, so now we're a long way from done. Oh yes, indeed. We have work to do. Don't go away. Okay, I needed some flat black paint is what I needed. I'll tell you why. I am going to paint the cage black, because that's almost always what it would be. Okay, so I'm going to paint all this black. Now, I said that it won't roll because the front tires are too small. And so they're hitting bottom. You know what? I don't care. I really don't care. And I'll tell you why. It should have little tiny front wheels. That's what funny cars have. All right. This is some X7 red. What do I need red for, you might ask? Well, I'm going to show you. First, there's a fire bottle in that cage. It needs to be red. Second, we've got to deal with the lower. All right, here it is. My Army Don Prudhomme, the Snake, funny car. I think it came out really cool. Here, I'm going to turn on my other camera and get a shot of this. Okay, there we go. Look how neat it looks underneath the top, you know, and I've got the tiny wheels in the front, but because of the the big hubs, it doesn't really roll right. I could bend them down a little bit to make it roll. But I think it looks better that way. I still am not 100% sold on the giant wheels in the back. And like I said in the video, I'm going to leave that up to you guys to tell me what you think. Should I change these wheels around? Should I go to mediums in the front, larges in the back, take off these extra big ones, or what should I do here? Let me know in the comments down below. But overall, I think this is amazing. It looks so cool. I'm very happy with it. What do you think? Be sure to tell me your vote on what I should do with this casting. If you think I should change the wheels and I get enough input that I should change the wheels, I will change the wheels and I'll show it to you in another video. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I hope you loved this video as much as I loved making it. If you did, please give it a giant thumbs up, click subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss one of my videos. As always, if you have any questions or comments, and especially give me your feedback about the wheels, put it down in the comment section below. I will listen, and I will take your advice. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope the rest of your day is fun and exciting and just really, really fast and wonderful. Until next time, this is Paul from Fat Guy Productions saying, be good.